Yeah, well, as part of the business tourism worldwide or MICE events, we're all competing to host them, we're all competing to organize them, we're all competing for the same people to come to our countries. So I think it's a very important thing to come here as the industry to talk about how best to position our destinations for the MICE industry. I mean, Yekaterinburg is doing a great thing by bringing all of us here, and some of the issues that I saw here are the same issues that we face in South Africa. We can have great venues, but we need training. We need to be friendly to foreigners. We need to have visa regimes that make it easy for people to come into the country. We want people to stay as long as possible so that they spend more money, that they experience more of the country. So these are very important discussions. And for me, coming all the way from South Africa, I realize that actually everybody is facing the same challenges. I think the more we know about one another, the more we can create opportunities to do more things together. This is the best way. We live in a world where nobody lives in a vacuum on your own. It's a very collaborative world. And I'm very happy that between South Africa, my country, and Russia, we don't need visas anymore. So 2 years ago when I came to Russia, I needed to get a visa. This time I didn't need to get a visa. Well, there'll never be one leader. It's a very diverse industry, and each region of the world offers different things. There will be many leaders. There could be a leader in...
Yeah, one of. Can
Yeah,
one?
definitely. Yeah, the potential is there. I mean, with a beautiful convention center like this one, for instance, and I saw the way people are welcomed here, the program, the diversity of things that one can do just in Ekaterinburg is massive. So once you have the product, you need to find a way to put the product into the market. You need to find, first of all, you need to identify the market that you want to target and get the message to that market. But yes, there's huge potential for just Ekaterinburg or other parts of Russia to position themselves as places to go to for people in business tourism. I think that one just needs to make the visa regime more easier and welcoming of people easier. I related to my own experience there, that even though I didn't need a visa to come to Russia, when I arrived in Moscow, I was given a tough time. Maybe because I'm the only black person. That part of the reception at the Moscow airport was not nice for me. But when I arrived in Yekaterinburg, it was great. I think technology, smart use of technology is very important. Hosting events in different settings, not the old traditional way, school class and boring. People want to interact. Actually here, what I would have done differently here would be to allow more question and answer. People travel all the way to Yekaterinburg to attend this thing. They listen to some really interesting presentations in there, but they also want to have a question to be able to interact. After the speaker, you want people to say, let's take 5, 6, 7 questions. People don't want to come, listen, and go home. So I think that they have to be made more interactive, more interesting, use technology, use applications, get people to feel that they are part of the conversations, not just observers or just listeners in a classroom. Look, technology is here to stay. Social media, digital media is here to stay. That's why, Wi-Fi, the first thing people arrive, they ask for is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a human right. So can I connect? That's the first thing. Because you want to share, at the same time while you're listening here, you want to share the pictures, the stories, the summaries with your friends sitting in another part of the world. So technology is really, really, really important. So I was here, but I was not here alone. There are thousands of people in South Africa who are following me who are like, wow, that's amazing. So you can't leave technology out. You also want, some people are shy. I mentioned earlier that you want to create opportunities for people to ask questions, but not everybody will say, well, even though they have a question, they will not always say, oh, I have a question. So, but if you give them an application that allows them to Q&A, they can just send a question, and the MC reads the question and says, oh, okay, there's a question, here's a question, and the person answers the question. Because not everybody is, So technology makes it easy for people who are shy to still be part of the conversation.